Hiya folks, it's Thor. Thanks for joining me for another shave. Today we have Zeal by Soap Commander. We are continuing on our month of One Artisan. We're doing that in one of the Facebook groups I belong to. And I've chosen Soap Commander, so we are going to get right into a load. The brush I'm using today is my Rich Man shaving brush. And it's got the S1 Innovator. That is a hybrid synthetic badger knot. Just gonna wet down a little bit. And I had some good feedback on my last shave, which was just a one pass quick shave, so I think I'll do that again today. And not only am I loading here, but I'm also just trying to develop a little bit of a lather before I bring it to the face. Should be fine. All right. So, we're just gonna scoop out some of that extra. Wipe it on the face, put our tub up to dry, put my shave bowl aside as I narrate my life here, wash my hands. So I'm just getting back from work. For those of you who do not know, I like to shave for enjoyment. And so one thing you can do, or one thing they suggest doing to kind of unwind after work, is to do something to break up between work and home. So I'll do the shave, I'll feel nice and refreshed afterwards, and I can get on with my night, forgetting all my troubles of the day. Okay, so just gonna go right in. And I'm loving this brush. In general, not a huge fan of of natural fibers. I prefer the synthetic brushes. They don't hold water. The fibers don't hold water. I think synthetic brushes hold water. So you have a synthetic brush right here. Run it under some water, drip, drip, drip. So it does hold water. It's just that the fibers don't expand with the water like hair does, whether it's your hair, boar hair, badger hair. And so I find that with synthetic, I can kind of manage the water content without going over what I want. But this mix here is very nice, and I get a great shave. That scent is great. I'll read you the notes in a second, but for me, and I always like to just give my personal impression of the scent, smells like the mixed berry Skittles. If you've ever had it, I think it's a purple bag. Not exactly sure. Coworker of mine were going through all the different types of Skittles for a while. So, again, really enjoyable. For me, I love gourmand scents. Anything that smells like food or beverage, right up my alley. That's nice. Probably should have done a bowl lather, but Again, the point of this particular shave, along with yesterday's shave, is just to kind of illustrate that you don't need to spend half hour on a wet shave. So again, I'm just gonna squeeze the bottom here and rotate, bring all that good stuff to the top, and you can see plenty of lather. Obviously, I'm just doing one pass, so it should be plenty for one pass, because most people would do a couple more, but you got right here, nice and hydrated, nice and elastic. And here we go. Nice even downward passes. And by passes, of course, I mean nice even downward strokes with that razor, letting the razor do the work. Just finish up the left side here. All right. Now you notice I was rubbing only downward. Reason for that is I shaved downward. Checking to see if I have the smoothness in the direction I went. A lot of times that's why we will go with 3 passes in different directions. Just drying out that brush. It's natural hair, so it takes a little bit longer than regular synthetic brush. Okay, and as I was saying, I was just feeling downward. That's the way I shaved. A pro tip, if you want to feel as though you have gotten a nice smooth shave, I find that I usually rub my face in one direction, and that's this way. And this is the hardest direction for me to get close. I do it as my second pass. And so if you're somebody who kind of touches your face like this, only downwards, it's going to feel smooth. As soon as you bring it across that way, I'm not sure if you could hear it, but that's downward in the direction I went. That's cross grain, and that's against the grain. So auditory experiment there. If I continue with those passes, you wouldn't be able to hear as much that way. Pardon the mess here. But yeah, that's it. Like I said, we were just doing Zeal by Soap Commander, and the scent on that officially is blackberry, cedar, and sage. I called it like a mixed berry Skittles, which to me it smells like. But definitely I can tell how some of that cedar works in there. I'm not really too knowledgeable on what sage smells like, so I can't speak to that. Maybe I'm picking up some of that. But otherwise, that's about it. So, one of my friends on the Rich Man Shaving Group YouTube group said that his barber mixes Clubman and witch hazel. I usually do witch hazel first and then Clubman. Usually with Soap Commander, I'll do a balm later, but I'd like to try this. I did not get his permission to use his name before I filmed this. Pardon me. And so I won't, but if I do it again next time, I'll give him a shout out. And so we have a little bit of witch hazel and some Clubman. Feels nice. Now, I actually had coconut water, witch hazel, and I don't think, I'm not sure if they mix together ideally. Might be a little bit better with scentless witch hazel or whatever scent witch hazel naturally has, but felt great on the skin. I'm going to try it out for a couple more times to see how I like it, but yeah. I think with that, our shave is concluded. So, thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. Hope to see you all next time, and until then, don't forget, be generous.